Tonight.
It's been 3 months since a tragic accident left this local teen paralyzed from the neck down. Today, she returns home to her family and friends.
It's not the end of my life, it almost was. So now I'm thankful to be alive.
From the moment Jennifer Harmon hit the water on July 4th, she knew something was terribly wrong. I'm Wayne Haverly.
And I'm Raylyn Story. The 18-year-old unwittingly dove into extremely shallow water at Lake Howell. The mistake severed her spinal cord and left her fighting for her life. Tonight, after months of intensive therapy, Harmon is spending her first night at home with her family. Channel 9's Tracy Grant joins us with more on Harmon's struggle, not just to cope with this tragedy, but to stay alive. Tracy?
Raylyn, Jennifer Harmon has been through more things in the past 3 months than most people have to endure in an entire lifetime. Not only has she had to make the difficult transition to life in a wheelchair, but in the process, she also had to battle pneumonia, a staph infection, and a collapsed lung. Now, any one of those things could have cost her her life, but tonight she's back from the Shepherd Center in Atlanta, and in many ways, she is stronger than ever. Home at last.
Can't believe this place.
But for Jennifer Harmon, so many things are different. Instead of running through the house, now she blows into a straw to maneuver her wheelchair. The transition will be tough.
It hasn't hit me yet, I know, but I'll get sentimental about everything and be like, I don't know, it'll be kind of hard to get used to, but I will.
Life changes really quickly.
For Harmon, it happened in an instant, a miscalculated dive into shallow water.
My hands hit like really fast and then my head. I heard a snap, but I was like, it'll be all right. And then I see my limbs just floating in the water.
Since then, Harmon hasn't felt anything from the neck down. The prognosis was grim. Doctors in Orlando told her she'd never walk again and that she'd spend the rest of her life on a ventilator.
I knew I could breathe on my own. I just knew it. They took it off and never put it back on. I was fine. I'm like, yes.
Some other changes have been made to the Harmon home, like hardwood floors so the wheelchair can get around, and these doors have been expanded to 36 inches.
So different. It's like a different house.
$11,000 worth of donations from family and strangers made the home improvements possible, but it was Harmon's strength that made this timely homecoming a reality.
We were in the darkest point of our life, and like today, I don't know, it's just shedding light into our whole life, so.
Now, Central Florida's spinal injury victims really stick together. Jennifer got visits from Michelle Grossman, who was injured in a walkway collapse, from Eddie Diaz, who was shot and paralyzed, an officer, and in return, she visited Sammy Hughes, an Oviedo high school football player who was injured in a game just weeks ago. Live in Orlando, Tracy Grant, Channel 9, Eyewitness News.
Thousands of George W. Bush supporters rallied for him today on the Space Coast. Florida voters could decide who becomes the next president, and recent polls show Bush and Gore running neck and neck.